Hello everyone, it's Armstrong here from Other Miniatures, and today I want to finish this. I want to as well apologize for lack of video yesterday, but I was doing some Christmas preparation all day, and after I finished I fell a little bit sick and spent the rest of the day, recovering. So that's the reason for lack of video yesterday. But now let's just black bomb this and got on the table. Alright, so I went all out and just black bomb it again, just to have everything, solidify better. And I have in here prepared some red paint, and this red paint is for my bricks, yeah? So I'm gonna first just go over this. It is very aggressive, but it is on black, it's gonna darken. Yeah, so I don't care about this, and there's gonna be a lot of black in between anyway. Okay, my desk is turning red, that's not a good thing. All right, you can see how some of the bricks that I was just squeezing in didn't hold very well. But I've been cooking today most of the day, because Polish Christmas have quite few cooking intensive dishes, and my poor wife is unable to do kitchen work at the time. So all of this Christmas preparation falls on my back. Now she's unfortunately unable to stand for too long. So yeah, there we have the red, and now what I should do probably is clean my brush. I'm just gonna dunk it into the water for the time being. And I need to get some black again, because I need to fix this generator. All of the patches that are red now, I want them to be back to black. Yeah. That's not a big problem. No, I lost some paint here. You can see how being aggressive sometimes can be a bad thing, but nah. Okay, just bringing everything that I painted red to black, because I want this to be metallics. So back to black. And why I want this to be back to black, because if this is still working power plant, I don't think that it's gonna be rusted. I think that even though it is standing in somewhat of a ruin, it's gonna be, well, just slightly rusted in the worst case scenario. Yeah. And who knows what kind of technology is powering this thing. So let's get this dry and be right back. So we are back into black. Yeah. Now the metallics, and I don't know how aggressive I want this metallic to be. So I'm gonna start from the middle sections, maybe. Just seeing what we can do here. I think that I just want it to be pretty aggressively metallic, so I'm fine with that. And all of the little pieces that glue up to it just creates a extra texture, which I don't mind at all. And we have pipes here. And again, just remember, when you create a project like that, the places that you cannot reach with your brush are not worth painting, because you probably ain't gonna be able to see them too well. So let's just paint this what I can see. and try my best to ignore the rest of it, because I know myself and I would really get into the little nooks and crannies, and then this project will be finished by New Year's Eve, maybe, at best. And this is just a scenery piece, so yeah, I'm not a railroad modeler. Yeah, they spend a ton of time on the railroad setups, and my god, they are beautiful. Sometimes I wish I was a railroad modeler. Not get me wrong, I just appreciate the amount of work they put into the hobbies. Yeah, it's beautiful and it look awesome, and there is so much thought put into it. The same with like scale modelers. I used to do the 135 models and 1/72 scale when I was younger, but never to the point that I see some people do. Yeah, so they really do great pieces, entire scenes when you can see like soldiers, fighting and stuff. Oh, sometimes I'm jealous of people like that. Yeah, don't judge me. I can be jealous from time to time. Yeah, but it's not like bad jealousy. It's like, oh my goodness, I wish I have a patience to develop this kind of skills. It's more of a self-motivational jealousy than demotivating others. All right, just here, some in here. You see, I am starting to get into the nooks and crannies. This is my big issue. Yeah, I say not to do it, and then I go and do it anyway. Sometimes I want to smack myself. All right, let's get into some sort of a light brown, because I have a couple of planks in here, so this bleach bone probably gonna work nice on them, or not. We'll see in a second. Oh, this one is perfect, but the other ones are red, so I don't think that it's gonna work. So let's just throw some black on them first. And I know that I have much more of those little planks hidden in there. Yeah, because I remember breaking entire stick and just gluing them into the surface. But after some time you forget where did you put stuff. Some more red here. Now I'm just thinking that this looked too monotone with all of those reds, so let's change it and add some orange to all of that. Yeah, we have red in here, just yellow paint. Oh, this isn't orange enough yet. Come on, this is very thick paint. I just wasted a bunch of it. But yeah, this is nice additive to this. Just to lighten it up, you can call it highlights, but this is as far away from real highlights as it is possible, I guess. It's just me brightening up the scene a little bit. And yellow mixed into that. Yeah, sometimes you have yellow bricks. I don't know why, but I've seen gray bricks, red bricks, yellow bricks, so I'm assuming that it's just a different material they were made of, different kind of clay. Yep, that's enough of this. Now, let's just see that I think that most of the planks did dry off. So let's just wash this brush a little bit, not too much, and just, yep. I don't want them to be beige per se. I want them just to be kind of weathered. So black as a first layer is okay, and then adding something lighter to it is fine as well. Oh, come on. Like, there is unpainted brick that's driving me nuts. Okay, leave it. All right, I need to dry it off again. I'll be right back. And we are about 80-ish% done, I guess. Yeah, let's see how this blue is working, because it seemed like it was quite dry when I pick it up. Yeah, so I'm doing the unthinkable and putting my brush inside of the pot. But why do I want blue? I want to start going, oh my god, that's so watery. I want to start going over those coils with blue, but this isn't working. I'm gonna screw entire thing and I'm gonna have to repaint it. So yeah. All right, so let's bring it back at least a little bit. And now paper towel, where did I put them? I had them like a second ago here. All right. Yeah, so sometimes your ideas do not work. Yeah, don't despair. Just grab the second idea. Yeah, and my second idea was the ice blue. I wanted to use something, you know, like ultramarine blue, darker blue, but this was too watery, and I know that my ice blue is perfect, close enough to perfect consistency, so I can just go over. And you know, I want to do some OSL, not OLS, and I hope that I'm gonna manage to pull it off with this. But I'm a complete noob when it comes to object source lighting. Yeah, and like every time I try, it kind of look blobby and weird. But you know, if I ain't gonna be trying this on the terrain pieces, I ain't gonna be trying this on miniatures. So terrain pieces it is. Yeah, I'd rather be having issues with terrain piece than with miniature. So that's why I don't paint it, you know, with a tiny brush that's gonna be fitting perfectly into these lines. Because what I notice, most people are doing object source lighting with airbrush, yeah, and fine, that's easier. Yeah, but can you do the same by just being purposefully not exact with your painting while you're doing lines like that? Yeah, and I think that the answer is possibly yes. Yeah, because what's how the object source lighting works with airbrush is basically overspray of your airbrush creates object source lighting, and people started seeing that, you know, it kind of looks like lighting, and started applying overspray purposefully. Yeah, at least that's my understanding how the airbrushes, people with airbrush do it. And I have at this stage 3 different airbrushes that I rarely use. I did use them quite heavily when I was painting my Blood Angels army ages ago, and now they are just, you know, pretty much ignored because I'm trying to work on stuff that everyone can do, not only people with airbrush. So yeah, but as well, when I was working on the little truck, you know, the fuel scavenger last time, on this thing here and this boy, I had a great idea about entire wastelands of Gaslands. Yeah, so I'm gonna try to do object source lighting on this ball as well, and I really hope it's gonna work. Yeah, but I have this great idea about the new band, and I was just thinking, you know, they have to get fuel from somewhere. Yeah, so I understand that, you know, scavenging, of course, gonna be some sort of way of getting it. But as well, you know, I'm assuming that, you know, there are some cities that survived, yeah, or some at least outposts that survived and are thriving and, you know, have the fuel refineries and are able to procure fuel from underground and whatever. You know, just like when you think about Mad Max movie, you remember this little enclave that they have, or maybe even the bigger cities like in the Day of the Living Dead or whatever it was, the one when they actually have a city on the island that survived the zombie apocalypse. Yeah, so, you know, I assume that, you know, some resemblance of civilizations that are still around. Yeah, so my epiphany was pretty much, you know, movie or books, you know, Mortal Engines. Yeah, and this kind of, in my opinion, freakishly well fits into Gaslands universe. Yeah, just a giant mobile cities. So for that purpose I got this ugliness. Yeah, I was messing around. Yeah, this is upside down, don't worry, and I'm trying to still remove that sticker, but I got this ugliness, and I'm thinking that this is gonna be a beginning of my Mortal engine. Yeah, so I want to build on top of that maybe I'm gonna use trucks for it as well. I want to build a small settlement, including a garage that's gonna be converting cars, and, you know, car ramps that's gonna be, you know, dropping cars, you know, to fight, and, you know, as well scavenger cars and so on and so forth. But this is the idea for now. Yeah, I think that it's gonna be somewhat of a bigger series to create. I'm sorry. Now I know that they have this nice thick white paint somewhere, and I misplaced it like always. Okay, let's use a little bit less thick white paint. And some finer brush for now, because what I want to do is to add lines of white into this blue. Yeah? So the white's supposed to be my source of the light, and the light is just tinted blue afterwards. Yeah, so you've seen me doing that on my little cars, you know, when I was doing this batteries on them. But maybe this time it's gonna look a little bit better. Yeah. But we know that it might not. Still, I'm gonna try it. I'm not the one to, you know, to accept that I'm not skilled enough to do something. Well, there are a few things that I'm always gonna say that I'm not skilled enough to do it. Yeah, like for example, climbing mountains without proper equipment. You know, stuff that can kill me, I definitely gonna say that. But when it comes to miniatures, I am not afraid of trying new stuff. Wet blending, yeah, when I heard about that for the first time, it was a black magic to me. Yeah. Now I wet blend without knowing that I'm doing that, so yay. Well, basically I discovered that I was doing that before, but who cares? Yeah. I'm sorry, this is always the part when I stop talking, because I'm trying to concentrate, and you know me, I concentrate, my brain cannot focus on two things at the same time. My pets are telling me that I cannot focus on petting two of them at the same time, so you know, it's not only with the miniatures. Alright, is it almost there with that? And now in here, I just want this. I would like this to be better looking, but this is my approach to this subject. And you know, I can always, if I improve my object source lighting skills, I can come back to this and, you know, just repaint it. But I'm strongly assuming that I ain't gonna do that, because I always gonna have a new project in line to do it, to be done. Yeah. All right, so this is almost done. Now I just need to get and create a wash. Yeah. So let's just use all of this red and whatever paints, and then smack some extra black into it. Yeah, because there's no reason to not use that. I just want this kind of muddy, dirty looking paint, and you know, this is almost there. And now just some water, yeah, and let's water it down. The funny thing is this, that actually red pigment and black pigment do not like each other too much in here. All right, and now the not so subtle part of this paint job, yeah, modding this all up. Yeah, I have giant brush with a lot of my own make wash, which is very aggressive. Yeah. There we go, that's done. Yeah. So I'm just gonna dry it off and let's have a last look at it. So here it is in its full glory. Yeah, it's a very simple terrain piece that required 3 days to dry. Yeah, but I'm actually happy with it. It turned out quite good, in my opinion, at least for what I did with it. It turned out quite well, and you know, you can still easily place a car on top of this, you know, rubble. Yeah, and it is passable terrain. At least in here, this is impossible. Yeah, but I think that this is passable terrain, just, you know, causing you hazards to drive over it. Yeah, and you know, it kind of, to be completely honest, the cars even look good at it, so it's good for me as a display piece as well. But you know, I think that I could, you know, highlight a little bit more the light blue now, and it's gonna pop out. It would pop out probably very nicely. But yeah, I'm happy with it. I would probably do a couple of things differently, but you know, if you think that you are completely happy with everything you always create, I think that you are, you know, not developing. So yeah, I'm always a little bit unhappy with what I create. There's always one little thing or a few little things that bother me and that I want to do better next time. And in this case, you know, definitely object source lighting. And you know, it's very red, you know, like if I first painted if I use the brownish paint instead of black paint as a first layer, I think it would look better because it would be more representative of the ground actually that I want to use. But it's already done, so I cannot do anything about it. So if you like this video, please rate, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, family and whoever else you want to. And everybody have a Merry Christmas.